Welcome back, everybody. This is Mog once more on Mog Squad, playing some Kerbal Space Program again, and this time, well, I guess I should say last time we left off, attempted to go for the Mun. Didn't end up working out. What we did is we orbited around the Mun on a somewhat polar orbit, right? Or no, we just went around the equator, I think, and ended up gathering some EVA reports, things like that, over different biomes on the surface. Netted us a lot of science, but I think we can do better. I really would like to land on the surface. If we can make that happen, that's going to be my goal. So this was our previous rocket, the Skyscraper 4. It worked really well, got us home, and yeah, did the job quite well, but definitely a little underpowered for what we were trying to do, which was actually land on the surface. So we're going to start new and start building here. So let's start off with our pod, and of course get this thing going. So let's scooch it on up, toss a parachute up top. We're gonna do a decoupler, obviously, because that's, you know, what you want to do. We're gonna then, how do I want to do this? What kind of, do I have any radial engines? Okay, I have these radial engines. That could work, because what I'd like to do is actually leave something in orbit with fuel, possibly. Because I'm thinking, like, because we have the Science Junior, which we can actually leave. I think it's a laboratory that I'm gonna turn this down just a hair. This seems a little loud to me, a little distracting. Sorry about that. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do this. I kind of wanted to leave that science module up in the atmosphere, or up in orbit over the Mun, because I don't know entirely what this will do, because I haven't really used this. It's brand new. But on the plus side, I guess we do have some things I want to show off. We do have a way to actually generate electricity. We have a way to store electricity. So we're sitting pretty decent. Okay, that's a small little battery. That's fine. We still have the radials we can use. Let's just go ahead and do this. I'm killing time here. Let's do this. Stick that there. We don't have fuel tanks yet, do we? No, way too much. I don't want to overdo this. I would like to make sure that I have enough juice to get to where we're going. It's really all it comes down to here. But I don't have a good way of piping around fuel just yet, unfortunately. Why don't we do this? No, that could be difficult. I was thinking of putting radial decouplers on these sides. And no, that's gonna work. We're gonna do that. We're gonna radial decoupler this thing on the side. So, instead of using that main tank, what we're gonna do is actually just snap these on here, and these are gonna be our landing, basically our landing engines. So that should be really good, I think, actually. Are those on there? Those are centered on there pretty well. Okay. Obviously we want to do a nose cone. Get that a little more aerodynamic. And why don't we also... No, too big. No, too big. Let's do this, though. We're gonna snap those... No. I'm over-designing this. This doesn't need to be this way. I'm definitely over-designing things. Okay, so instead, why don't we do this? Let's figure out what we're gonna need for science. How big is this? That's rather large. Okay. We're gonna put some antennas, I guess. Oop, too many. Just gonna do 2 right there. Let's do our science modules. I really don't think we need... Well, we can take 3 separate readings, I guess, with those and bring them home for extra science. Not necessarily gonna need them all, but... Well, shoot, if we detach those outside radial tanks, it's gonna leave us without much to use. Let's do this instead. We're gonna plop this here. Kind of use it as a almost like a step stool to get him back into the pod if need be. So that's there. In fact, I'm just gonna double them up so that it's balanced. Okay. So there's that. Let's do some of these. turn that sideways, grab those, and then tilt them. I'm gonna do it just like that. So that should be decent, I think. Why don't we then snap a set of legs? Right. I want to have these so that they're even. Oh, that's okay. So let's do it so that they're right there on that line at the bottom. There is what I'm looking at. Sorry, I'm not being very descriptive here. I'm just like speaking nonsense. I'm totally spacing on what I'm actually trying to tell you guys. My bad. I didn't mean to do that. I've just been kind of ignoring the fact that I'm actually talking to an audience. Well, at least that's how it appears to me. I'm over-exaggerating. It's like 1 in the morning. I'm totally just speaking craziness. So my apologies, guys. I don't know. I got nothing. No excuses. We're gonna put some landing lights on here, though. So let's do that. Let's angle those just a bit. And put some closer. Nah, we don't need them. Over-designing. I just need to keep reminding myself that I'm over-designing things. Okay, let's do 2 and 2. How does that look? That should hold the whole ship on the way back, no problem. So the idea is, this will be our lander. We're not going to use this middle tank. What we're going to actually use is these outer 3 engines for descent. And it's going to land, and then when we're ready to leave, we're going to kick out the radial decouplers and basically just take this middle section out. And that's what we're going to use to get home, is the idea. So hopefully that works. I really hope that works. Otherwise, we'll be stuck. I shouldn't forget this. Oh, what happened there? I'm missing a parachute. 2. Right there. This one needs to get moved up just a hair. That looks even. Cool. So let's do that. Let's flip this. We're going to put that right there. And then right there. Nope, that didn't work. This should be 3. 3 times symmetry. Is that going to work? That's not wanting to look pretty. Okay. Instead of that, let's just do 2. And we're just going to do them. Nope, we're going to do 4. Screw it. We're going to do 4. Right like that. That looks better. 4 batteries. Holding some charge for us. Should give us a bit more juice on our antennas and whatnot if we actually end up needing to send things back instead. Okay. So that top part looks alright, I would say. Let's attach decoupler. And how about one of those? Oh, struts. Let's not forget about struts while we're here. Let's attach some strutsies right from the top and to right there. That should hold that together a little better. And then I think I'm going to do one across the middle. So if I can get the right spot here, let's go right from there to right there. I think that looks about right. That should look good. And that, I think, will do the trick, holding us all together for in the meantime. Okay, so let's, I should probably name this thing. So the last ones were skyscrapers. This one's actually going to be planning to land, so why don't we do something landing oriented? How about, Explorer 1. This will be our new ship name and ship line for now. The Explorer. Explorer 1. Save that. And let's take a look at this, make sure that we're sitting okay. So once that detaches, it fires those 3 rockets. That's good. And that'll be landing. So that's perfect. That's landing. And then those get kicked and ignites that. That's good. And how about these? Parachutes go. That's all 4 there. And it decouples. We don't want that. Let's put all the parachutes in that stage and then the final stage there. So save it. The staging looks good so far. Let's go down. Oops. Attach yourself there. Looking good on rockets. Let's do a double tall. And let's do, these are the vectoring. Yes, these are vectoring. That's exactly what we wanted. Face those nozzles outwards. I mean, it doesn't really play a part, but I kind of like to have it symmetrical, so nozzles outwards. I think that's, I'm not even gonna pretend I know what that is. I think it's the coolant for the engine cone, but I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. Wouldn't be the first time. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and attach all of this so far. Oops, go away, little menu. Let's clip these all together. So far, right at the base should hold it really well together. We're gonna do one last thing down here while we have the it all open from the bottom. We're gonna attach some solid rocket boosters out the bottom. So what that's gonna do is allow us to use these from the get-go, along with everything else, and then be able to kick out all of that once we're ready to engage the next stage. So what I'm going to do here as well is I'm going to put additional solid rocket boosters here. In fact, I'm going to scoot these over and just do this. So right there and right there. That should be about even. And those will be our initial launch stage. Some cones, make them more aerodynamic. Come on, stick in there. Why aren't you going? Is there seriously something? There's nothing blocking you, thank you. Okay, that's our first stage. So what we're going to do here is I'm actually going to attach our launch clamps. And that's going to hold the rocket in place. Now, I am going to attach some more stuff here. So this isn't all that we're doing. So let's do one of these. Why don't we do a set of those solids right there, and then we can do, come on, if I can get this to line up right. Don't want it to clip, and I kind of need a better view. So let's do this. That should be about straight. Let's top it so it doesn't clip in there. Can we get that? Right there. No, that's not wanting to stick. How about too much? Is it clipping? Is that what's going on? Shouldn't be. Okay, that looks fine. I think it's just the wigging out of the building tool. Oh, that's too high. Right there. Okay, that looks good. Then is that too much? Ooh, I think that is too much. I think they're clipping. Darn. How can we do this? Go out another because the clipping. Yeah, we can. We can go out just a hair. Or is that clipping? That's like, it's like perfect. Okay, screw it. We're just gonna go for it like this. Let's see what happens. What's the worst that can happen, right? Okay, tilt my view down just a hair so I can get a better sight here. And how are we looking right there? Does that look even? That looks even to me. That is literally like they are touching pretty much, but I think that should do the trick. Oh, darn it. So it is clipping. Screw it, we can just lower these. Okay, so pull those down. We're just gonna do it right there. Still clips. Even lower then. That's the alignment. We need to scooch down to what we do right there. That should be clear. Yep. Grab this one then. So that's the alignment we want, is right there. And right. Like right. Come on. You can get right there. Oh. Okay, let's zoom this in just a hair more. I can get this. We can get this right on. Right like that. Just a smidge. Right there. Stick, damn you. Is it clipping into the The launch clamp, is that what's going on here? Okay, you sons of bees. Ah, okay, cool. There we go. I think we're looking okay now. So let's move. Let's actually not attach to those. We're gonna attach to these instead. Away with you, launch clamp. Let's grab a fresh start one. Boom, and is that pretty well? I mean, these don't have to be perfect. These don't need to be symmetrical at all. But that looks pretty good, I think. I really don't know how this is gonna fly. This is gonna be interesting, guys. Let's see. So everything should be pretty pretty much set up. So let's, nope, not that. We want nose cones is what I'm after. Right there. Why don't you like attaching nose cones? That and that. Okay, we have nose cones for everything. And I think that's pretty well set up. Did I have a taller? I did have a taller top part on my previous rocket. So let's, that's an easy fix. Let's just move this down. Come on. Nope, we don't want symmetry, we just want a single, so let's do that. Let's put, I need a decoupler. Decoupler. Let's do that. And I think I want to do 3 alternate symmetry to these rockets and put rockets on those so that they're all firing at once, basically. Ah, it's too much weight. That's too much. This is just getting a little bit complicated. Let's do this. Right like that. For those radial decouplers, and put a half tank. Just to give a little more oomph. Right there. We're gonna do non-vectoring engines here. And a vectoring engine in the middle. Is that the vectoring? That's the vectoring. Just double check, make sure. Okay, good. There we go. I think this is gonna do the trick, guys. I could be wrong though. This wouldn't be the first time. This is completely experimental, so I mean, wish me luck. This is gonna be an interesting launch. I tell you, this is for sure gonna be an interesting one. Wow, that looks weird. I hope this is hope this isn't too much. This is probably overbuilt. Probably. I'm willing to pretty much stake money on that. You know what I am forgetting though? We do actually have MechJet these days, but I want to put one last piece on this rocket. I'm gonna pull off this base, put on an SAS controller, snap that back in place. But I think that's now going to be too tall. So, moving this down, right there, and right there. That should be good for those landing pieces. We're going to scooch this down as well. That looks good there. And I think that's going to do the trick. We're looking alright. Let's scooch down my lamps though. Okay, now to just strut this thing up, and I think we'll be pretty much ready to go for this. So let's get that in place. Scooch this up to the arrow. We are now going to attach the sides. And do I have the angles right? This goes to that one. That seems too far. This one. So let's scooch that down. We're going to do a cross brace. Right there. Over and down. Should be all cross braced up. And that looks good. Okay. Actually, that seems like a weak point. If we leave that just the way it is, that's going to be a weak point. Let's do this. Scooch one off to the side. Gonna grab this. Centered, and one to the side. Swing up here, grab that. That should be reinforced well. Now we just need to do some of the same down here on these solid rockets, and we should be sitting pretty after this. So let's do from right here to right there. Copy that. Grab there to there. That's too far. And that's not quite right. Right there. That looks a little better. So those should be attached. Let's attach across the middle here. Okay. Bottom section is braced to some degree. Then we need to... I'm going to attach the outsides. So right there we'll go click over and then up. And then same thing on this one, click over and up. So right there. Looks good. Now these need to be braced a bit more, I think, because these are going to be pushing quite a bit. So let's do right there. We'll connect to the center here. And then we're going to also connect the tops of these ones to the center, because these are going to be pretty darn wobbly if we don't. So right to that. And same thing on this side. Should auto, did not. Auto connect is what I was trying to say. Auto connect from, because I copied, they should, a lot of the time struts will automatically, if you're holding down Alt and clicking on them to make a copy, if you click, they'll usually reattach in the same angle that you had previously, but sometimes it just doesn't work. Okay, one last connection here on these, I think, and we're going to call that good. So I'm going to go from right above those struts to the line. Hopefully the other side has it. Does not. That should be fine. I think I'm going to do there. I think we got this right about there. That looks about even, yeah? Close enough, at least. Okay, now very last thing, or actually I have one last thing to do, I suppose. We need to make a connection up to here, otherwise this is a weak point. So let's do straight out the back above the 3, we'll go from the center on this one to that strut point. Do the same thing here on the 3. Going up to that strut point. And that should effectively brace up our rocket for everything, I think. I guess we'll find out. If need be, I'll redesign it a little bit. I won't waste your time doing it. If this doesn't end up working in the launch phase when in the next video, I'm gonna pretty much just do it behind the scenes and get it working. But okay, let's work on our next stage here. Our actual, well, not next stage, our actual staging is what we need to fix here now. So set up our launch clamps for second. We're going to ignite the main rockets first. So we have a 6 rocket cluster, so 3 and 3. And is that the missing one? It is. And the middle 3 here are also igniting at the beginning. And basically once those should all burn out simultaneously, so we release the clamps, then it should start moving. Then we don't have those ones just yet, but we do, those are all those ones. We don't really need to worry about that too much, but we do need to find these ones. These decouplers, which are, okay, they're up there in stage 7. Should be those, and then that one should be the one in the back, I would imagine. Yeah, okay, cool. So once that's good, we'll move these down to stage 10. That should be correct, looks like. With stage 10 firing, we should then use our outer rockets. So let's pull these all down into stage 10. Did I just... Oh, I pretty much just pulled the whole thing down. Okay, so those detach, and then all of these fire. So let's just combine these two stages. Okay, detach. Fires all these rockets. Looks good. Then when those burn out, and those should all burn out simultaneously, we should be able to eject them using... those are not the right ones. Oh, I seem to have pulled that all apart. Is that right? Yes, I did. Okay. So once that happens, I need to put these back down here, it looks like. Or at least back down here for the first time. I don't think I had them down there. So that's stage 8. Fires all that away. Why aren't those... okay, that is correct. It's all of those. Then this stage should be all of these. Yep. Looks right. Oops, didn't mean to expand that. Once those burn out and are gone, these rockets fire, which are that stage. Let's put these down here with the decouplers. And then after that, those fire, we decouple this. It fires all of what? Those are not the right ones. We need these ones and this. Okay. So how do I want to set this up? It's gonna fire these. I drop those. Yes, that's right. Okay, this looks good, I think, so far. Oops. I'm zooming down. My bad. That's these. Those detach. That should be a single detach after those rockets. So it's not those. That's up above 2. So where's that single detach? Right there. So once those burn out, that needs its own stage. For now, at least so I can get this set up and organized. I hope this is a good glimpse into what goes through my head when I'm super tired and trying to design a rocket. Ah, boy. My apologies. I have a feeling this has been a fairly, I can't even think of the right word. I shouldn't be recording this late at night, apparently. A fairly boring episode is what I'm trying to say, and my apologies for that, guys. So that fires after these outer rockets burn, which is after that. That's right. Let's combine those stages. Come on, grab that stage. Combine those 2 stages. So that's good there. Then that detaches. And it should only fire a single rocket, which should be that. Which needs to be up higher. No, those detach. Then fires that. Ugh. Okay, then this one burns out, it should ignite this, which then fires those 3, which then detach and fires that, and then it's our other things. Okay, I think we're good. I think that's fine. Wow, okay, so this looks good. This is Explorer 1. We have it saved. I've got it all set up, and I'm gonna go ahead and do this launch, I think, tomorrow, so I actually am not like half asleep when I'm trying to launch this thing. My apologies for the fairly lackluster and just totally mindless build there. The next one's gonna be better. You have my promises there. And hope you guys come back and watch the launch of the Explorer 1 as we try to get up to the Mun and land it for some soil samples. Until then, guys, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it, especially with these episodes that kind of feel like they're kind of boring to me. Hopefully not as much for you. Maybe you guys learned some things. Who knows? I highly doubt it. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.